welcome back, welcome Big John, welcome to all the champions, the doctors, or should I say, soon-to-be doctors. Right, we are about to crack some more questions on, guess what, one and only one thing, which is something to do with UCAT, decision-making, trying to skin this cat. Right, here we go again. Right, this time, last video we talked about was something to do with, I believe that was quant section. Now we're trying to time to on-time test, actually. It's best to try a test which is on-time test. That way I can deliver my commentary on what are the strategies I'm using. Right, okay, so this is where we will try to do in a UCAT mode. I'll try to rush through it. If you want to, you can slow down or pause, rewind, whichever way you like it. Righty, I'm on the UCAT website attacking practice test A. It is a test. Our main aim is to do decision making today. Right. Well, those of us, thank you very much. Hoping all those who have subscribed to my course, they're having all the fun. Now I'm trying to, and picking up all the bits and the tricks and the tips, everything to crack this UCAT. Right, decision making, here we come. Ready or not, here I come. Right, okay, decision making is coming up, end review. Right, okay, I'm on verbal, right, end of verbal. There we go. So decision making is the name of the game. In decision making, as you know it, we've got at most and altogether, we've got 35 questions, as you can see on your screen. 35 questions, just a moment, get the color right, okay. 35 questions altogether in 37 minutes. Right, okay, so how do we crack this 35 questions? Well, this one. Now, just remember, altogether you would be given just around 60 seconds or 63 seconds per question, right? Throughout decision making, I've got different styles of questions. So this different styles of questions would be number one, syllogism. Mind you, syllogism is 2 marks. Within syllogism, there are 3 types of questions, right? One of them, you know it, those of us who are on my course would know it clearly how I categorize them. 3 styles of question, we need to master 3 styles. How do I get 2 marks? If I get all 5 options right, syllogism is those yes and no questions. You drag the yes and no. If I get all 5 right, get 2 marks. Get 4 right, get 1 mark. Anything less than 4, zilch. Right. UCAT is more like an investment. Previously, in life as in business, you always say, time is money. In UCAT, time is marks, right? So you need to know what is your strength. If you don't know your strengths, might as well forget about cracking UCAT, hence your dreams of doing or undertaking or pursuing medicine in UK. There will be some of us who might already be thinking of trying to aspire for medicine in some other European country or some other country whatsoever. Right, okay, well, it's up to you, but I would say if you've got the time and the resources, why not crack it now? That will give your self-esteem a huge, giant boost. Right, syllogism, so decision-making involves syllogism. Decision-making involves recognizing assumptions. Decision-making involves probability. Decision-making involves logical reasoning. Decision-making would involve, there are like 4 or 5 on, so yes, here we go. Recognizing assumption, probability, logical reasoning, syllogisms, and I believe I'm missing Venn diagrams. How can we forget that? Righty, okay, so these are the different sections. They will be throwing questions at you. Within syllogism, there are multiple types. Within recognizing assumption, there are also multiple types. Within probability, there are 3 types. You should know it. Logical reasoning is a bit of a time sucker. There will be 2 or 3 questions. Logical reasoning, there's a time sucker. We always refrain from using logical reasoning because it's 1 mark. My probability of getting a logical reasoning, it can just go on forever. Right? If time wasn't an issue, we would have straight away cracked logical reasoning. So we try to stay away. Should we have any time left, we most of the times prefer to, those of us who know the language I use, skip and dump. We prefer to dump logical reasoning, time suckers. Venn diagrams, easy. There are altogether, 5 or 6 styles of questions, Venn diagrams. There we go. Right, okay, let's see. Ready or not, here I come. Right, logical decision making, here I come. Right. 35 questions. There we go. Let's bin this one here. So decision making, your strategy should be to attack as many, as I keep on saying it to you in my courses and previous videos. Or if you've seen one of those videos, 10 things not to do in UCAT is make sure you don't follow sequential order. Right? Right, all the things is what I talk about. Here we go. Right, syllogism question, yes or no, this is what I talk about. We use the tree diagram strategy. We don't do the boring, lame Venn diagram strategy, more confusing. In a particular school, mixed school is there, mixed school, boys and girls. All students have at least, okay, students have 3, have at least 2, right? Okay, some boys have 3. So some students have boys and girls, right? So they've got minimum of at least 2, so which is 2 plus 2. 2 or 3 is what we're looking at, right? So I've got the different music, drama, and dance. Some boys, you know it, some boys do 3. That means most of the boys do 2. No other option, no 1. No girl studies, only drama. Yes, we agree. Yes is an answer. I'm not sure if I can drag it, can I? Right, let's see if I can. Oh yeah, I can. At least, so no girl studies, only drama. Of course, yes, because you can't study 1. There's only options of 3 or 2, but whether you're a boy or girl, at least 2. At least one girl studies exactly 2 subjects. Lack confirmation, no. Fewer girls and boys study 3 subjects. He's trying to quantify it. Fewer girls. I've not been given any ratio, proportion, percentages of boys and girls. All I know is there are boys and girls because it's a mixed-route school. Right, no. If a boy studies dance, he must also study either this or this. Of course, yes. Because a boy could do 2 or 3. Right. He could do either. Yes, we agree with you. Right, bravo. Moving on, all 3 subjects are mixed classes. Nothing given to us. There could be possibility that in one of the subjects would be all boys or girls. No mention of gender given to us. Answer is yes, no, no, yes, no. Boom. That was easy. Fast and easy. Ready? Okay, here we go again. Now, bin it. Again, here we come. Some pigmented microorganisms. So microorganisms can be pigmented. Microorganisms cannot be pigmented. Righty. Some of the pigmented ones can sense light frequency using photoreceptors. Right. Okay. Cyanobacteria is an example of this one. Boom. Finito. All microorganisms are pigmented. No. Microorganisms are pigmented, not pigmented. Answer is big fat no. All micropigmented? No. There are some category here. Answer is no. Cyanobacteria pigmented organism. Arrow goes from here. Answer is yes. Boom. Now, all microorganisms have specific receptors. No. Specific photoreceptors. Sorry, I forgot to complete my Venn diagram. That means most of them do not have specific photoreceptors. Ready? So one more time. All microorganisms have photoreceptors. No. Only the ones which are pigmented. Letter P. No, right. Some microorganisms can sense light frequency. Yes, 100% yes. Some microorganisms, there are microorganisms pigmented. There could be a small proportion of them which could have sense light. Next, if a microorganism is pigmented, it can sense. No, they could be pigmented, it can't sense. Answer is no in this case. Bravo. Moving on. Sorry, UCAT mode. Right, here we go again. Now, another syllogism question. Ready? Usually they come in 10 or 12s. So that means 24 marks is what you would get if you crack all 12 of them. Soap come in different patterns, as I said, got singles, double, or triple, without labels. Okay, all of the triples, and most of the singles, all of the triples have scented, most of the singles have scented. That means some of them are not scented, right? SC, 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 SC. None of the doubles have scented, so doubles is not scented. Bravo. Moving on. All of the doubles and few of the singles all doubles contain green, and few of the singles contain green. Most of the singles don't contain green. Bravo. All of the soap are white. Okay, so that means this has to be a white, this has to be a white. He can't be a white. Boom. If I wanted to be certain of getting a white bar of soap, I would have to buy a triple pack. There's white here. The white is, green. First one can. No, he says I have to be certain. Means 100% possibility. Yeah, we agree. So 100% possibility it has to be white. Yes, all triple packs are whites. Yes, we agree with you. Ready. Moving on to our next. If I want to be certain, 100% probability of getting a scented green soap. Scented green soap, I should buy a double. Oh, no, big fat no. If you see here, second double ones are not scented. No. There were greater number of bar soaps in a triple pack. Then combined total of, I've not been given how many singles are there. I lack information. Answer is no. There were few green scented. No. There were a few. Answer is no. In a double pack, green is not even scented. Right, so moving on to next one. All of the bars, soaps, and the triple packs were white and scented. Answer is yes. Boom. Easy. Right, if you see here in my Venn diagram, white and scented. Next one. Bin this. Right, okay, so good pace. Right, moving on to all white clothes, WC, except those white clothes made of silk. If you're not made up of silk, and those that are made up of silk. All white clothes, if you are, must be washed in hot water. Bravo. Right. Those who are okay, all others must be washed in warm water. Warm water. Hannah has no silk clothes. Hannah has no silk clothes. Bravo. Josh washes all his clothes in hot water. So Josh is hot water. Right, okay. Hannah has some clothes that are white. No, lack information. All I know is Hannah, lack information. Hannah has no silk clothes. Lack information. Therefore, no. Boom. All of John's clothes are white. John is hot water. Yeah, looks like, yeah, all of them are white and not silk. Agreed. Right, yes. If Hannah has white clothes, okay. If Hannah has white clothes, she has no silk. If Hannah has white clothes, white clothes, she washes all of them in hot water. Answer is yes. Boo. We agree. Ready? Okay. Next. Neither John has silk clothes. Neither John or Hannah has silk clothes. Hannah has no silk clothes. Agreed. This is a dual criteria, two criteria. Let's talk about Hannah. Hannah, has she got silk clothes? No, she's not. We agree. Has John got silk clothes? No. All of the Johns washed in hot water. Answer is yes. We agree with you. Double criteria sorted. If clothes are washed in hot water, they cannot be silk. Of course, yes. Bravo. Moving on to our next one. Right, okay. UCAT mode. Nice and fast. Majority means most of the newspaper editorial. Majority of the newspaper editorial reflect the newspaper's commitment to freedom of expression, FOE. Majority of the editorial has this one. That means some of them don't have freedom of expression or ethics. Any section in the newspaper, that reflects commitment of this one, BOE. It will not have bylines, BL, right? Bylines. None of the editorials have bylines. Editorials, that means if you're saying none of the editorials are bylines, you are saying there's, oh no, there are some of them who don't have FOE. Answer is no. So if you don't have FOE, I don't know about bylines. Ready? Okay. So that means answer is no. Editorials frequently do not. Frequently means most likely. Editorial will most likely be FOE. If you're most likely FOE, you will not have bylines. Answer is yes. Editorials of at least one newspaper do not reflect, yes, this is the branch he's talking about. Oh, boom, yes. Right, okay, moving on to all section newspaper that reflects all sections of the newspaper. All section newspaper of newspaper that reflect his commitment, all sections have FOE, have bylines. Answer is no. All sections which have FOE, it cannot have bylines. Answer is no. Boom. If an entertainment section of the newspaper does not have bylines, if it does not have bylines, it must reflect, I can't go back against the arrow, you should know it. Answer is, in this case, big fat no. He says it does not have bylines. If he does not have bylines, he says going backwards. Answer is no. Boom. Right, those of us who know, right, okay, we set up a few rules in this, so that's the one we're planning to crack. Righty, okay. Moving on to question number 6, apologies. Right, here we go. Anne or Kate won the student election. All right, either Anne or Kate. All students except Kate are graduates. Students are S, this is S by the way. All students are graduates. Those who are not a graduate, answer is that's Kate. Right, got it. Some graduates are intelligent. That means most are, this is dotted line. Some graduates, that means most are not intelligent. Boom. No student from City X won the election. If you won the election, you can't be from City X. Ready? Okay, you cannot be from City X. Ready? Okay. If somebody won the election, you can't be on City X. That's exclusively for that. Anne is a graduate, so she's intelligent. Anne is a graduate? No. If you see here, only some people who are graduates, only some of them are intelligent, most of them are not intelligent. Answer is big fat no. Boom. Right. Quick and easy. If Kate won the election, Anne is from City X. Answer is no. Because that condition of Whoever won the election, that person only, this is very UCAT style, very common question. If that person who won the election, only that person cannot be City X. I don't know anything about Kate. He's saying Kate won the election and is from City X. Answer is no. Clearly, that was a quick one. Ready, moving on to our next one. Kate is not a graduate. If Kate is not a graduate, she's not intelligent. I don't know. If you're not a graduate, I don't know whether you're intelligent or not intelligent. Boom. There we go. Answer is no. Right. If Anne won the election, she's not from City X. As we said before, yes. The condition of not from City X is related only to winning the election. If Anne won the election, it is Anne only which is not from City X. Agreed. 100% yes. Right. In the previous case, it was saying Kate won the election, so Anne is from City X. No. Kate won the election. Kate could not be from City X. Next one. If graduate won the election, that means Anne won the election. Anne is not from City X. Because Kate is not a graduate. That means Anne is the only one which is a graduate. She won the election. She's not from City X. Boom. Bravo. Moving on to our next question. Right. Okay. There we go. Right. Okay. So all birds have wings. Okay. All birds have wings. Some cannot fly. Means most can fly. Ready? Okay. All bats can fly. If you see here two B's, so I just B-I and B-A, bats. Bats have fly and all have wings. This animal cannot fly. This animal cannot fly, but does have wings. Boom. This animal is a bird. Nope. What's the possibility for being a bird? You got multiple possibility. You got a combination of wings, no fly, or wings and fly. Right? Do we see two combinations? Wings, fly, wings, not fly. I don't know. He's saying is a bird with high certainty. Answer is no. There is anytime we say, whenever there's multiple interpretations or multiple outcomes, answer is always no or lack of information. This animal is neither a bird or a bat. Right? This animal is definitely not a bat. It could be a bird because if one of this combination hits, this animal is wings and no fly. Wings and no fly. Answer is no. It is not. He's saying it's not a bird. It could be a bird. Answer is definitely big fat no. Ready? Moving on. This animal is a bat. Impossible. This animal is not a bat because to be a bat you need a combination of wings and fly. He's got wings and no fly. This animal is not a bat. Agree with you. This animal is definitely not a bat. Right. This animal is either a bat. It can't be a bat. No. Dual criteria. Oh, he says dual possibilities. Can it be a bat? No, it's not a bat. Either a bat or a bird. No. Answer is no. Boom. There we go. Because to be a bat you need to fly and wings. So can't be bat. Or can it be a bird? Good, yes or no. Multiple interpretation. Animal could be a bird because it's a combination of wings and not fly. What if the bird will be wings and fly? Right. Those grounds, answer is no. Ready? Moving on. What is that? Married to this one, which of the following? Oh no, absolutely. This logical reasoning, I flag it. I don't. That's the time suckers. So, ready? Here we go. Again, bin it. All right. Don't tell me another logical reasoning. 3 bus company operate regular service. Okay. E to U, 30 minutes past the hour. Takes 25 minutes. University to West, exactly on the hour. Exactly, takes 20 minutes. West to C, 5:35 takes 15 minutes. H. Now, if you see how I'm not overloading my brain with too much information, I'm just abbreviating. H leaves because H leaves home at this one 8. If he leaves home at 8, catches the bus at 8:30, reaches at 8:55. 8:55 starts on the hour. 8:55 catches the 9 o'clock bus. 9 o'clock reaches 9:20. And that one is late by 20, and that one is delayed by 20 minutes. Takes extended time. 9:20 becomes 9:40. 9:40, okay. 9:35, but that's running 10 minutes late. 9:35 will arrive at 9:45. 9:45, 10 o'clock. Boom. 9:45 plus 15, 10. Apologies. Right, moving on to our next question. What position? I straight away read this question. What position? No, that's not going to bother because that's logical reasoning. I do logical reasoning right at the end because they are time suckers. Ready? What must be a combination? Must be true parking. Hatchback is not. Sports car. It's not. All four cars. Nope, can't be bothered. Skipping. Skip. Shopping mall has a number of floors. Ooh, the section is on the all floor. Which The lady section is not. Oh no, logical reasoning again. Righty, okay. Right, the moment I see that, I know it's a recognizing assumption question. Tickles is the name of the strategy. If you know what I mean. Right, goal in action. Goal in action. Assign homework. Academic success. Not A. No. No. Option D. Boom. Straight away. Elimination is the name of the game. You don't look for the right answer, you look for the wrong answer. Find out grounds on which it doesn't tickle, if you know what I mean by tickle. Right, you need to tick the goal in the action. Ready? Okay. From bringing chocolates, obesity. Right, okay. No, doesn't tickle. Tickle means ticks. The goal is in the actions. As soon as you think so this is good, you just, yeah, it ticks the to goal and the action. Absolutely useless. Option C is out. Option B it is. Ready? Okay. Doesn't tick the goal in the action. Ready? Why is that so? So what is the goal? What's the goal? Goal is to fight child obesity. Right? What's the action? They're trying to ban clothes. They're trying to ban chocolate, sweets, sugary drinks. Now, think about it. Which one tickles the goal in the action? Right? That was the aim. There are multiple strategies for this. Right? So, yes, let's see. I've shaded one of the strategies, which is it should tickle the goal in the action. Ready? Goal is reduce landfill. That's the action. Pay. Doesn't attack, reduce. Doesn't attack the goal. Absolutely not. Attacks. Attacks. Answer is yes. D. Boom. Goal in the action. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Right, here we go again now. Another tickle question, recognizing assumption. I call it tickle because tickle is ticks. Right, in countries where there are housing shortages, brownfield sites, open field, doesn't tickle the problem, housing shortages. Yeah, looks peaceful. Could be C. Could it be? Now that's a sticky one and a tricky one. Then you go back to the criteria. Yep. Doesn't attack. Option B. Boom. Right. Moving on to next question. Right. Okay. Keeping an eye on the clock. 23 minutes down. Right. We did have a lot of commentary. Goal is to improve. Action. Can't be this. Can't be this. Doesn't attack the goal. Can't be this. So I'm not going to bother reading D. This is what, if you know what I mean, this is called the lucky and unlucky strategy. If three of them you have eliminated, answer has to be the fourth. You have to be confident about these abilities. If you eliminate three, don't even bother reading. So if you're confident that it's not the third one, it has to be the fourth one. Ready? Let's just to confirm. Testing shows that we'll have well understood the school not to raise. He talks about the goal. What's the goal? The goal was to raise this one. Boom. There we go. He talks about improving national literacy, which is educational standards. Ticks that. Children understood this one. Boom. National exams. There we go. Ready? Okay, so that means D was definite answer. So I eliminated C. As I said to you, you don't look for the right answer, you look for the wrong answer. And eliminate. Right, okay, another syllogism question. Let's see if you can get the 2 marks. Mental cataloging. Okay. Rats and dogs, 81.7%. 80%. 4%. And okay, no side effects. 95%. Sulfoxide toxic. The other guy's not toxic or less toxic. Ready? Here we go. Right. Answer is yes. The major metabolites. So do I have urine? Urine is what? I remember mental cataloging 81 and 80%. 81% by the urine and 80% in dogs eliminating urine. Nick. No, lack of information. It wasn't no mention of how faster, slower, sooner it was expelled. Yes, NO, no adverse effects levels. 0.1 and 0.025. That means he was more tolerant than the other guy, right? He can absorb. So answer is yes. No, answer is the other way around. The strategy of wrong eggs in the wrong basket. Sulfoxide was more toxic, if you remember, mental cataloging. Within 24 hours, first day of the chemicals, 81.788. 80 and 4, 84. Answer is yes, 84. 87, 84, above 83. Boom. That's it. Right. Oh, another one. Right. Clock is ticking. Right. We'll just move on to our next question. I still want to do this, but let me see if I can try some more questions. Right. Another syllogism question comes into play. Right. Okay. I know I've got way too long time, but electricity, let's see how many I can do. Electricity production doubled for both regions. Year 1 to year 10. No clue. I haven't been given the total amount of electricity. So this is just how much is each of them electricity contributors from coal, hydro, nuclear, oil, natural gas. Right. Region A relied increasingly on white and stripes. White and stripes. White, yeah, and the stripes. No. During region B relied. Region B. Grey and the stripe. Relied increasingly. Means a higher percentage. Which one is a higher percentage? Do I see there's a tie between, just going back to the previous question on what grounds to eliminate? 50 and 20. Oh, yeah. So we took looking at, he said, coal and natural gas. So I've got coal, white and the dots. White and the dots is 70. 50 and 20 is also 70. 50 and 20 is also 70. There's a tie. 120 and 10. No. Actually, it is the white and the stripy, which is hydropower. That's why we eliminated. This one is yes. Region B relied increasingly on oil and nuclear power, grey and the stripes. That's how you mental catalogue. You don't remember the name, you remember the colour. Grey and the grey and the check. The grey and the check. 20 and 35. 26, 100% yes. Right? You see the numbers are enormously higher. Increasing means are increasing. Next, moving on to next question. In year 10, nuclear power was the largest contributor from both the regions. Nuclear power, answer is no. Straight away. Check. Nuclear power is looking at the check one. Oh, no, there's no check at all in year 10. Boom, answer no. Second largest. Total electricity production in year 1. Total electricity production. Natural gas, second largest. So the two regions do have 50 and 20, 75. Right, second contender is, we're talking about natural gas, which is the spots, 20 and 25, 45. Right? Answer is yes. Right? So if you compare in year 1, right, second largest, which is the largest? You can figure out which is the largest. So the white ones, which is the coal, is the largest. Second largest, I'm looking at, in this case, he's saying 20 and 10 is 30. He's talking about natural gas. 20, this grey, and 10 is 30, 25 and 45. Answer is yes. Boom, that was it. Right, guys, let's call it end of this video. And we'll catch you soon in the next one. I wish we could end up doing more questions. Just trying to showcase you. There are numerous strategies that we need to learn of how to crack these questions. And, well, as we go along, hopefully I'll make some more videos on actually how to crack a question UCAT mode. Right, guys, all the very best. Feel free to drop me an email for any comments, any queries, anything about anything, be it UCAT program, anything else. Right, guys, have a nice one. See you later in the next video. Bye for now. Ciao, ciao. Cheerio.